So I think when I first started this challenge, like at the beginning of the week, I was about like 206, 207. And towards the end of the week, I'll say probably yesterday on Saturday, I was probably, I'll say around like 201. But the thing of the matter is, I try to at least get 20, like at least 15 to 20,000 steps a day. And on top of that, I still go to the gym. I still diet. I still fast. I still do all these things that I know that I like doing. And the truth of the matter is, when it comes to this step challenge, I really want people to understand that this is only a crutch to widen the gap between how much food you take in and how much food you take out. And I really want people to understand that. Don't think that just walking more is ultimately going to make you skinny and fit into your jeans, because no, I think walking itself is just a tool. It's really just a tool where it's kind of just like, if you know you want to widen that gap between, like, okay, like your calorie deficit, step it getting in your steps is the best way to do it. And I think when fitness influencers talk about, oh yeah, get your steps in, get your zone 1 and zone 2 cardio in, I think what they're basically trying to say is you want to widen that gap between how much food you take in and how much energy you're expending. Because honestly, like, I think the more steps I was doing on certain days, the more hungry I was getting. But the thing is, I know how to control my hunger, where it's like, okay, I know how to drink either black coffee or I know how to just drink seltzer water. And the truth of the matter is, after doing this step challenge, I've just come to realize that you really have to understand that it has to be a combination of a lot of different things. I know people like to sit there and think to themselves, like, okay, yeah, I'm going on a diet, I'm gonna lose this weight, and it's just gonna stay up for the rest of my life. I think the truth of the matter is, when people put you on this challenge, when people say, oh, yeah, try this, what they're basically saying is it's going to work temporarily, but what you really want to do is find a permanent answer to your life goals. And what do I mean by that? It basically means that getting in your steps, if you go from like 2,000 steps to 20,000 steps a day, yes, you're going to see dramatic results in your weight loss. You're going to see great results. But is it a long-term solution if you're not doing 20,000 steps a day every day for the rest of your life? No. So I think when we talk about like sustainability and we talk about longevity, we have to look at all the aspects to a diet. We have to look at, like, okay, what is my exercise going to look like first in my life? What is my diet going to look like first in my life? And the thing of the matter is, okay, yes, I looked at the data of when I lost the most weight. It was when I was walking the most. But I also looked at the data when I used to gain the most, when I used to gain the weight back. It was always at a period where like I just stopped walking. It wasn't, I wouldn't necessarily say it's the diet, because I tend to eat the same things all the time. But I do realize that when I do stop moving, that's when I gain the weight back. Because me, I could average around maybe 10, 15,000 steps a day, even with the car. Even with the car, I'm still going to find some way to walk, because I genuinely just like to walk. I genuinely just like to walk, and I genuinely like to go on the treadmill, do some cardio. Like me personally, I'm an endurance person. Like me, I like going to the gym, going doing cardio machine. I like at my job. I like even on certain days where like I park at a restaurant or like I park at like a mall. I like to park in the farthest parking spot and just walk. I'm just a walking person. But the thing of the matter is, I really want y'all to understand that if you're gonna think about doing this step challenge and you're gonna think about adding steps into your diet regime, I really want you to take into account what can you sustain every single day for the rest of your life. If you're going from 2,000 steps to 20,000 steps, I want you to understand that, do you have the mentality to do this every single day, no matter what? Or most days. I won't say every single day, but on most days. And to me, it's like, I looked at all these steps I was doing, and I'm like, okay, like, it's a good challenge. I lost like 4 pounds, but to me, it's like, it doesn't, it's not really gonna matter, because I'm just gonna lower the step count, and I'm just gonna find a way to eat more, because I'm not really because the whole time I was doing like all these steps, I wasn't even paying attention about food. But I know when I stop doing it, it's gonna come a point where like I just eat more. So I really want y'all to understand that if you're gonna do this step challenge, I want you to take into account, what steps can I do sustainably every day? I would prefer you to say I could do 7,000 steps every single day for the rest of my life than to sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do 25,000 steps every single day for 30 days. And then once I lose all the weight, gain it back because I stopped doing all those steps. So I really want y'all to understand that and take into account that find something that works for you. I know everyone has busy lives. I know everyone is like, can't really find certain things that work for them. But as long as you do something that's sustainable to you, the weight will come off and it will stay off. So I'll talk to y'all and have a nice day.